Welcome to the deep dive. We dig through the sources on those big decisions you face, trying to pull out just the essential stuff you need.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we're tackling a big one, that appliance rivalry that seems to be everywhere, finding the quickest, maybe healthiest way to cook really good food at home.
Yeah, and it almost always lands on this, air fryer versus convection oven.
Exactly.
And it's interesting because, on the surface, they both seem to promise the same thing, that crunchy, golden food, often with way less fat.
Right, crispiness without drowning it in oil.
Precisely. But under the hood, they're actually pretty different machines, really tailored for different kinds of kitchens, different lifestyles.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty straightforward. We've looked at the data efficiency, capacity, results, and we want to build out a kind of personal decision guide for you.
Okay.
By the end, hopefully you'll have a much clearer idea which one actually makes sense for your countertop, considering energy, space, and maybe most importantly, how you actually cook day to day.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. Where should we start? Maybe the basic mechanics.
Good idea. Let's get into the physics of it, because they both rely on the same core idea, right?
They do. It's all about convection. That principle of moving hot air around to cook food faster, more evenly.
But how they do that convection is where the difference lies. In that small basket versus, a big oven box.
Exactly. That's the first really crucial distinction. The sources talk about the air fryer using rapid air circulation technology.
Sounds fancy.
It basically means a really high speed, very intense fan blowing hot air inside a very small, tightly contained chamber.
Right. Small chamber. Intense air.
That intensity and the small size, those are the keys. Think of the air fryer as like a special sprinter. It gets up to speed almost instantly.
Okay. And the convection oven?
Well, the convection oven uses fans too, but it's moving air around a much, much larger space.
Gotcha.
It's more like the long-distance runner. It definitely needs more time to warm up, but it can handle way more volume, more variety of food.
So we're looking at a trade-off, capacity versus maybe immediacy. If they both just circulate hot air, why does that size difference matter so much for the food and how fast it cooks?
Yeah, it really boils down to efficiency and surface area exposure.
Okay.
Because that air fryer chamber is so tiny that intense airflow strips moisture away super fast. It delivers high heat really evenly over small amounts of food.
Ah, so that's how it mimics deep frying without the oil.
Exactly. The convection oven, on the other hand, has to heat and then keep reheating a much bigger volume of air. So it's just inherently slower to react and maybe less efficient if you're just trying to crisp up a small batch of fries or something.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pivot to the air fryer's big selling points. The things that have made it, well, almost standard issue in kitchens now.
Right.
We have to start with the oil thing, the health angle.
Absolutely. I mean, the health stats are kind of the headline here.
Yeah.
The research confirms that air-fried food needs up to 80% less oil compared to traditional deep frying.
80%.
Yeah, it's huge. So if you're trying to manage weight or thinking about heart health or just want to cut down on saturated fats, it's a massive benefit. You still get that crunch you want, but without, the calorie hit.
That's compelling. But maybe the thing that really got people hooked, the reason it fits into daily life is just the speed.
Oh, definitely. The time saving.
We all know that feeling, right? Turn on the big oven, wait 10, 15 minutes for the preheat, then you cook. How much faster is the air fryer, really?
It's significant, especially on like a busy weeknight.
Yeah.
That standard convection oven might take 10, 15 minutes just to get to temp. The air fryer, it's basically ready to go almost instantly.
How instant?
The sources say it hits optimal cooking temperature in about 2 to 3 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
That difference alone, that can be the difference between grabbing takeout and actually making a quick, healthy meal at home in under, say, 20 minutes.
And I guess that speed must translate to energy savings, too, which is a big deal for people in apartments or just anyone watching their bills.
Precisely. Yeah. Because it's heating such a small space, it uses significantly less energy than firing up your whole big oven for, I don't know, a couple of chicken pieces or warming up leftovers.
Right, just for a small job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the energy savings and the lower electricity bill that comes with it, that's a pretty strong argument for using it often. Plus, like you said, it's perfect for small spaces. It's compact, great for dorms, apartments, kitchens, without much counter real estate.
Okay, but let's be real here. Let's bring in the listener who's maybe tried one and gotten frustrated. Because it's not perfect, right?
No appliances.
If it's so fast and efficient, where does it fall down? I mean, that basket is pretty small. Did the sources talk about the batch cooking problem, like cooking for more than one or two people?
Oh, they absolutely do. Capacity is definitely the air fryer's Achilles heel. It's brilliant for small batches, cooking
Hmm.
for 1 to 4 people.
Right.
But if you try to cram too much in there, you basically defeat the whole point. You block that crucial rapid air circulation.
Ah, so the air can't move.
Right. And then the food just starts to steam instead of getting crispy. It stops being an effective air fryer and just becomes a kind of small, not very good oven.
Okay.
So that's where the main trade-off, speed and health versus capacity, really becomes clear.
That's the perfect transition then. If the air fryer is the sprinter for small, healthy meals, the convection oven is more like the marathon runner, built for bigger jobs, more complexity, feeding a crowd.
Exactly.
What makes the convection oven the better choice when you just need more space?
Well, it's the sheer scale, first off.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes beyond just the physical size inside. A good convection oven lets you cook multiple dishes at the same time on different racks.
Right, like a whole meal.
Yeah, so if you have a larger family or you like hosting dinners, or even if you do serious meal prep for the week, you could be roasting a big piece of meat, baking a casserole, maybe toasting some veggies all at once. The air fryer just physically can't handle that kind of diverse load.
And the types of cooking it can do are broader too, right? It's not just about crisping things up. It's reliable baking, proper roasting.
That's exactly right. The convection oven is the truly multi-purpose appliance here. It gives you full, reliable functions for baking things like delicate cakes or bread that need really stable, even heat.
Things you wouldn't trust to an air fryer.
Probably not, no. And roasting large cuts of meat that need that consistent, maybe low and slow heat, plus high-powered broiling. The air fryer is optimized for one texture, basically. The convection oven is optimized for, well, culinary versatility across the board.
Now, for the serious home cooks listening, people who really care about getting professional level results,
Right.
you mentioned consistency. What does that bigger oven space actually do for the evilness of the cooking?
Yeah, the sources back this up. That larger cavity, usually combined with more sophisticated fan designs and heating elements, it just achieves more consistent, more even heat distribution, especially over larger items.
Okay, so like a whole chicken or turkey.
Exactly. Or a big batch of cookies spread across a baking sheet. The convection oven ensures they cook uniformly in a way that a small, intense chamber might struggle with across a big surface.
And what about those advanced features you touched on? Things like steam injection. Are those actually useful or just bells and whistles?
Oh, for certain kinds of cooking, they're absolutely critical. Steam injection, for example, is a huge deal for serious bakers. It helps create those amazing crisp crusts on bread with moist interiors. You just can't replicate that in the dry environment of an air fryer.
I see.
And beyond that, you often get much more precise temperature controls, multiple dedicated cooking modes, things that let serious cooks really dial things in and aim for, restaurant quality results. That often justifies the higher price and the space it takes up.
Okay, but here's the challenge then for the convection oven, isn't it? Are those pro results and that big capacity worth the trade-off? That initial 15-minute preheat, the higher energy use? Especially if you're only using those fancy features like once or twice a week?
That's the tension.
Does the hassle of using it for a quick Tuesday night dinner outweigh the fact that it can cook a turkey on Thanksgiving?
That really is the core conflict, isn't it? For just everyday cooking, that initial wait time, the 15 minutes, and also the amount of heat it pumps into your kitchen, those can be real friction points.
Yeah, especially in summer.
Right. So while the convection oven offers amazing versatility and capacity for those bigger cooking projects or events, it does impose a higher sort of cost of use in time, in energy, and ambient heat for just a simple everyday meal.
Which loops back to that idea of kitchen consolidation. If you want fewer gadgets overall, maybe the convection oven wins because it can replace a standard oven, a broiler, maybe even your toaster oven.
It makes a strong case, yeah. If you prioritize minimizing counter clutter, but maximizing the functions you have available, investing in one really good full-size convection oven could mean you replace 3 or 4 other single-task appliances over time.
So one robust unit.
Exactly. But the trade-off is clear. You save counter space from small appliances, but you potentially invest more time and energy per use, especially when you only need to cook something small.
Okay, so we've got the Sprinter, the air fryer, built for speed, health, small batches, and the Marathon Runner, the convection oven, built for volume, versatility, big meals. Let's pull this all together now into that decision guide. How does someone listening choose definitively?
Right. We need that clear matrix. It really comes down to defining your top priority.
Okay, let's start with the ideal air fryer user. What are those key decision points?
You should definitely lean towards an air fryer if, first, you're usually cooking for a smaller group, say 1 to 4 people. Second, if healthy cooking with minimal oil is a big priority for you.
Makes sense.
Third, if quick, convenient, and energy-efficient cooking is really essential for your lifestyle, your schedule. And finally, maybe crucially, if your kitchen space is limited, the air fryer gives you a lot of cooking power for its footprint.
Got it. Small household, health conscious, busy, tight on space air fryer.
Pretty much sums it up.
And conversely, when is the convection oven the clear winner? The one that's going to meet someone's needs long term?
Okay, you should definitely choose a convection oven if volume is your main concern. That means you need to cook large quantities regularly.
Big family, meal prepper.
Right. Or if you really enjoy and rely on diverse cooking methods, proper baking, serious roasting, broiling, if those are non-negotiable functions you need. Also, obviously, if you have adequate kitchen space. And finally, if you like that idea of kitchen consolidation, wanting one versatile unit to replace several others. Oh, and if you're serious about aiming for those professional level results we talked about.
Okay, so it really crystallizes. It's not about which one is better overall, but which one fits your life better.
Precisely. This whole air fryer versus convection oven thing, there's no single winner. It's not really a competition in that sense.
Right.
They both excel, but in different areas. The air fryer is fantastic for convenience, speed, and healthier everyday cooking. The convection oven offers unbeatable volume, versatility, and precision for, more involved cooking or larger crowds.
So the key takeaway for you listening is that there really isn't a wrong choice here. Just the choice that's right for your specific situation.
Exactly.
You have to be honest about your family size, how you actually cook most days, not just on special occasions, and what your goals are around energy use and health. Then make the call.
Yeah. And maybe the final thought to leave you with, something to kind of mull over.
Dylan.
Once you really internalize just how much time and energy that air fryer can save on all those small daily cooking tasks, reheating pizza, cooking frozen snacks, making a quick side dish.
Yeah.
You might realize the ultimate goal isn't necessarily finding one appliance that does absolutely everything. Maybe the smartest setup is actually pairing that specialized speed demon, the air fryer, for like 80% of your quick, convenient cooking, and keeping your existing conventional or convection oven for those less frequent, big, complex meals where you really need the space and versatility. Sometimes, 2 specialists are actually better than one generalist trying to do it all.